Well, let's do a trade recap on what happened yesterday. I feel like recently I've been playing around a little bit with my demo, just like kind of popping positions on and seeing how they play out, and yeah, and it's been working really well. It's been like building my confidence a lot. You won't see it much on Nasdaq. I think I spoke about it in my analysis video or something like that. You won't see it much on Nasdaq, but it's on gold. I've seen a few opportunities play out, and yeah, I thought like I would just kind of play around with demo for those that I'm not as confident in and kind of just figure out like what is considered an A plus setup and then what's just an A rated setup, if that makes sense. Like what's A plus plus and then what's A rated. Because I feel like in these market conditions it's very hard to find A plus setups. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just not, yeah. I don't know. Anyway. Um okay. Oh, let me get comfortable and show you guys how yesterday went. So we're looking at the 4 hour. I didn't take any trades. Let me just say that to start with. We're looking at the 4 hour on Nasdaq. Obviously, you can see that price is starting to reverse. It hasn't broken above this high yet, but it broke above this high, so it's kind of pushing up. It's kind of made semi-equal lows. I'm pretty sure I had a big move yesterday. I'm pretty sure this move right here was pretty big, because it was like one candle because I think someone took like a bank took profit on one of their positions in AI or something, some type of AI thing. So the markets were a little bit unpredictable. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened, but don't quote me on that because it was just something that I read on the Trading View News tab thing. Um, but yeah, anyway, so I had this position marked out. This is the first trade on demo that I've lost, which is okay because I'd taken like 3 or 4 on demo. Not yesterday, but anyway, the reason why I took this one was because I saw, okay, we've got a higher low here, we've pushed up, we've made an indication, correction, and continuation, and then this news happened and it just dropped. So I don't really think my analysis was wrong because if you look after this drop, price has made its way up and it's made higher lows here. So I don't think that my analysis was wrong. I just think there was that like unexpected news, and it wasn't news that was on Forex Factory. It was a no news day, but it was just like something that happened in the space, and people were like, "Oh!" And also, maybe I shouldn't have taken it because it was like right at the start of New York, and we spoke about fake outs. So yeah, maybe that's something that I could learn there. But yeah, just a minor loss. It's not too bad. It was just yeah, one loss. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, that was on demo. But yeah, either way though, I still do think that like that wasn't the worst setup, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, let's actually zoom in so we can see a little bit more. Because obviously we got that indication, correction. Maybe I could have looked at this and been like, okay, well, that's the move then. But on the 1 hour, I don't think it looked like that. Because I was using the 1 hour for this instead of the 4 hour. Because usually I use the 4 hour. I was like, the markets look pretty trendy. I feel comfortable getting in on the 4 hour or getting in on the 1 hour. Um, but yeah, obviously it's just gone up and down. So this is like the peak of the indication. Let's go down to the 15-minute. And then we got this move up bullish and then bearish correction and then a bullish movement and a breaker structure, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we had a breaker structure here. Maybe I got in too early, but where's the 1-to-1? Yeah, I wouldn't have taken 50% out until we got here. But anyway, it's not the end of the world. It's demo. I'm here to learn. That's why. So it's literally chill. It is so chill. But yeah, that's Nasdaq, and again on demo. Let me move back to where it was. Okay, we're not going to do a morning analysis yet on this video, of course, because this is just a trade recap. But I'm very excited to analyze these charts. Okay, gold. I was going to say New York, no gold. I would wanted to see a retrace to here, which I don't think it's going to. I've actually been watching this creator. Let me just pause and show who I've been watching. Okay, I got it up. This creator right here, he trades gold, and I was watching his High Master Trading Gold video, and he talked about, he does something very, very similar to Trace by Side. I don't know if he's copying him. I really don't think he is. Obviously, like, market structure and price action is not a different concept, and taking trend continuations is not a unique concept, but yeah, I was watching his video on mastering trading gold, and it's really good because it talks about how gold will go into states of like accumulation, I guess. It's accumulation, distribution, manipulation, distribution. So yeah, I guess like accumulation where it's like kind of consolidating and then it will make its move. So that's like an indication, but in his terms he calls it an impulse move, which Loki makes more sense to me, because it is like an impulse, but his strategy is literally impulse correction continuation, which sounds rather familiar, don't you think? This one right here. And he's also kind of got the same vibe as TJR's trading bootcamp, but nonetheless, I'm probably going to start watching this to kind of get a sense of like the moves, like the way that gold moves in terms of consolidations. Because look, it literally consolidated, made an impulse move, consolidated, kind of, then made an impulse move, and yeah, obviously it's like same thing as pullbacks really, but it doesn't obviously pull back all the way like ICC does, because they want to see, with ICC you want to see a correction below the level and then to take a continuation above that momentum level. But at least with this one it's a little bit different, but he trades with fibs, so I don't really want to trade with Fibonacci retracements. Like, yeah, I don't know, because let's have a look. Oh, I feel like I'm looking at the wrong thing. If we're doing this big impulse here, price retrace to this level, with this whole move here, I don't know, because it just seems like numbers, but I might be just being like wrong, but to me it just seems like numbers. I know a little bit about Fibonacci retracements, but just not enough, to be honest. Not enough. So let's have a look if we do it from here to down here. Now look, what I prefer to use if I'm gonna end up using any more tools is, what's it called? This. Oh, it's literally on my thing. I don't ever use it because I'm trying to stay to just pure price action, but I like using this. Because look, we can literally see, okay, price, you know, do you get what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it can literally, it shows you. Anyway, that's what I like to use, but, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to say that because I get a lot of people who are like, oh, like, gold isn't going to retrace that far. Like, why would you wait for it to go that far? It's just not going to do that. I don't really know that it's going to go that far back. Like, I'm not saying it must go that far back, but at the same time, I'm just trading in accordance with my strategy. But that's why I'm testing a few things on like when gold doesn't retrace all the way, and because it's made such a strong impulse move, it shows that buyers are really in control. So, yeah. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to share that because that was something that I had discovered today. But anyway, let's zoom in to the. I don't even know if I finished what I was going to say. I wanted to see obviously price come down here and make a little move up and then continue upwards. But it didn't do that. Anyway, so I'm going to get rid of this because even if it does come all the way back down here, I'm not taking that because it's broken all these lows down here. And yeah, that's kind of like when I know like to stop waiting on a move to happen, because it's like it's showing that it's not coming back. And if it comes back, it's going to show that it's like a bearish indication and a B. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so we got this little pullback here, and I started taking a few moves here because obviously we got this high here, and then we had, I actually don't know if I've already explained this, I might have. We had this indication, a correction, and a continuation, and I targeted the candle closes, so that's why it's not all the way up here, because if it was up here it wouldn't have gotten hit. Although I could have stayed in the trade all the way here and then have caught that big move, but anyway, I didn't. To be completely honest, I didn't. So it's all good. We move on. And then I saw price not fail to make a higher high. So I was like, oh, okay, let me zoom out. Let me have a look, see what's happening. I saw we had this low here. And I was like, okay, well, we've got lower highs here and we've got this new low here. So that's an indication. This is an indication. This is a correction, and then this could be a continuation here. So it's like, okay, let's see. And also, if you move on to the 4 hour, you can see that this candle is showing that there's a lot of strong buyers pushing price down. So I targeted the 1 hour candle closes, I believe. Yeah, here you can literally see it. And then price hit there. It actually failed to make a low, so luckily I got out there, and yeah, then it continued up. Yeah, that was that move there. Both pretty simple, both wins again, as you can see. But yeah, it was on demo, so do with that as you will. But also, this person also talks about trading in Asia session, which I try not to trade in Asia session because I have a job and it's a little bit too much to trade while working. Especially when New York is like in the afternoon, so it's like I'd rather wait until New York to trade. But on my days off, it'd be cool to have a look at Asia and just see what's going on. But anyway, that was somewhat what this move was yesterday. That was the day before, and then obviously we've had this big impulse again. I think that was because someone took their position out of something, like it was like a $5 billion position or something. And yeah, and then obviously with market uncertainty, everyone runs to gold as a safe haven. So there was a big push up here. I marked it out here to see if there was going to be a retracement. There wasn't really a retracement, and I didn't really think the price was going to move very much after that because I kind of saw the way it moved on 15, I think, after I had made that move, and I was like, oh yeah, it's probably not going to do anything for the rest of the session, and it really didn't. So RIP the New York PM session traders because that is rough. That is rough, that price action. But anyway, it literally is doing nothing. Anyway, that was my trade recap. So let's do. I was just about to stop recording until I remembered. No, I need to journal. Ugh, let me get comfortable so I can type properly. Okay. I already got it opened. So, okay, never mind. It when it's just closed, that's fine. Okay, where's my trade recap thing? Hello. Okay. Oh, maybe we can quickly edit the thing. Oh my gosh. Of course I'm waiting until I'm on camera to edit this, but I've been saying for like literally the longest time, I need to edit this, and then I don't. But perfect opportunity. Okay. So we'll start with gold because that's what we have opened. And then we'll do NASDAQ after. Oh, wait. Okay. Alright. Oh. Okay, we'll just do gold down here. Set up opportunity observed. What was it? We had a bearish ICC in Asia. We entered in demo. What? Oh, we didn't use any risk. Demo. Win. What was it? I think it was a 1-to-1. Do I have the tags? Can I tag today? That's annoying if I can't tag. No, I can't tag today. That's annoying because this is a setup and I want to like tag my demo trades, but anyway, that's fine. Emotions before or after. Neutral. Did I follow my plan? Yes. Mistakes noticed. I don't think there's any major mistakes that I noticed, to be honest. Because we had that bearish structure, sorry. Because now we're on the 5 minute, okay? We're on the 5 minute. I think I exited at the right time. We waited till price got below this level to enter in. We saw this breaker structure here. I think I entered at a good time, to be honest. Like, I'm definitely not mad about this setup. I could have probably even exited over here when I saw price was a little bit choppy, but it was still breaking lows and it was keeping the lower highs or whatever. So no, I'm actually pretty happy with that setup. I think maybe sticking with the high time frame trend, but at the same time the 1 hour was showing it was showing bearish movement. So I mean, I guess it was because the I can't speak. We obviously got this low broken. It was quite a big push, and then the retracement was a little bit like less of a big, like, I don't know. The retracement was kind of showing a little bit more like buyers are pretty strong, but then also we had that what's it called, the shooting star or whatever, like the bearish one on the 4 hours. So I think that was extra confluence that gold is going to have a nice push down. So I don't think it was a bad setup. Obviously, end of the day, price didn't fully respect that move, so it was definitely a little bit more risky. But yeah, I think I would just say that's more of like a higher risk setup. Where's my little, oh, it's down here. I'm gonna say it's more high risk, so I would reduce size if trading live, because it's a reversal setup, and I think reversal setups are always going to be more high risk. Like, yeah, there's potential of catching the whole move, but I'm just not the type of person that's trying to catch, the same trades that side takes. I'm not actually trying to take those. Like, I don't really care to have the whole move. I'd much rather have like a more, not guaranteed, but like a more, I guess, conservative setup. And it's not because I'm like afraid or anything. It's just because I don't value the whole RR thing, like risk to reward. I would just rather stack small wins and taking the low hanging fruit. That's what I would prefer. Like, taking my trades out at that indication level with the 4 hour candle closes. And yeah, if I was trading more size, like I've always said, like I'd love to take out just 50% of my position at a 1-to-1, because then that is a risk free trade. But yeah, I feel like that indication level, like I would want to, like, say the indication level is a 1-to-2, I'd want to take 50% out at the 1-to-1, or even just let it hit my indication. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I like to take my position out at the indication. I don't feel the need to hold for that whole move. And I feel like when I look at price, I may say it on these videos like, oh, look, I could have gotten this, but it's more just to validate my setup, my direction and positioning. Like in terms of like, am I going to buy or sell, that type of positioning. But I really don't care if price goes without me. It's so chill. Like, that big bullish move, like, I do not care. Like, it's totally fine. Anyway, I'd say a 9 because I entered it in demo. Key takeaways. Oh, I haven't even done NAS. Let's do NASDAQ. This is a setup that I'm waiting on today, by the way, but it hasn't come yet, so we'll see if that happens. But anyway, let's zoom in. What was that? It was a bullish ICC setup. I can see a few mistakes looking at the chart here, because I can see that, price, it didn't really have a nice correction considering the previous correction. Like, if you look at how steep this correction is, that correction really was not very steep. Also, it was in London session, and I really should have waited until New York Open. So I think that was probably my key takeaway, because if I had waited until New York Open, it would have been too less of an RR. Like, look, we can see that. Oh no, I need to take a photo. But if I were to wait till New York Open, New York has opened here, I can't take that trade, right? But then I would have had to wait until a little bit more of a correction, and then also keeping in mind the New York fake out. Like, I needed to keep that in mind, and I didn't. Even though this was obviously an unpredictable move because it was to do with news, it's still like valid. So, opportunity observed was a bullish ICC. Reason for entry, I saw the time frame continuation, risk, demo, loss. I think it was a 1-to-1. Let's double check though. 1 to 1.2. Where am I even going to write in the fact that I'm just going to write it in here. Didn't wait for New York Open and manipulation. What else did I say? Didn't consider the previous correction and that price is more likely to replicate that there. Okay, now key takeaways would be just patience and trust in gold, because I've taken, what was that was 2 wins, that's 2 setups in a day that I could have taken, but I chose to do it on demo. Now, do I think it was the right decision for the place I'm in right now? Absolutely. I think it was the right decision to enter in demo, but at the same time, I want to look at those and be like, I should trust those. However, I am humble enough to know, like, yes, let me stick on demo until I get an A+ setup, and then that way in the future I know that I can trust these setups, I guess. But yeah, so I feel like I have like a good experience with gold now, that I should be able to trust myself a little bit more, and really targeting a 1-to-1, all I need to do is win half of my trades, which to me doesn't sound too difficult. It might turn out to be difficult later on in the future, but right now, from the trades that I'm taking now, it's not that bad. And I also did a little bit of back testing yesterday as well, and I got another win in back testing. When I say a little bit, I'm talking like I sat on my computer for like 10 minutes and quickly continued on with the session that I have open at the moment. So I feel like, yeah, I'm getting more familiar with gold movements. Not trying to say I'm a pro, because I'm definitely not. I'm definitely missing out on opportunities. At the same time, though, I'm okay with that. Because I'm still a beginner and I'm not going to be able to catch every move, but it's better that I'm choosing not to catch every move and only the moves that I understand, because otherwise I would just be losing or reinforcing bad habits left, right, and center. Anyway, yapping too much. Patience and trust in gold, and for NASDAQ, always trade in New York. What I'll do better tomorrow, only trade NAS in New York and trust more in my gold trading. Okay. We'll do NASDAQ's first because we have it open. Oh, where did it go? It just disappeared. The reason why I do like this is because I don't want to have to open up my files in front of everyone. Okay, and then gold. It's cool though that I got 2 entries in one day. That, I will admit, is pretty good. Okay, gold. My bad. Oh, stop. Should use two hands instead of trying to use just one hand. Okay. There we go. That's my trade recap. I hope you guys took something away from this. If you have any advice, make sure you leave it in the comments. If you're an ICC trader, make sure you stay, or a market structure and price action trader, make sure you stay up to date with my journey, because I'm definitely interested in seeing how my trading changes from going through this course, because I don't know, I think it could be a little bit interesting potentially. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day and amazing trading day. I hope you guys had an amazing trading day. Let me know how it went in the comments, and yeah, I'll speak to you guys later today. Bye.